Hello and welcome back to video number 17 of Adventures at 50 No Limit. This is a continuation from the last video, which will be video number 16, where I was already into an interesting spot. I think I'm just going to fold the tens. Sure. This is a continuation from the last video where I was playing a tournament. I ended this stream like right before the money bubble, or not stream, the video I should say, the recording. And I ended up min cashing. I didn't get the next video up and started before I busted. I ended up min cashing. It was a $15 tournament, so I made like roughly, I think it was like $20 or $15. From that tournament, and I'm just gonna leave it in the bankroll because I had also played that $5 tournament that I busted, so it's like only like $10-15, so no big deal. I'll just I'm just gonna leave it in and not keep it separate from the Adventures at 50 No Limit. All three of these tables for this session are 25 cent, 50 cent, as we have been playing. They're all cash games. And actually, I could have played that hand. This table is a zone table, and then both of these are actually our normal speed tables, which we haven't played any of, really. We've played maybe one video where we had a regular speed for a short while. But yeah, so I decided to try that out. So these two are both normal speed. This one's the zone. So I think what I'm going to try to pay attention, excuse me, sorry, to these normal speed tables or try to notice what people are doing, and then this zone will kind of be in the background where it's impossible to notice what's really going on. So yeah, I'm going to start with the C-bet up here. 175, 150 would have been fine. Felt like typing in 75. And we are raised. I think we're just going to fold now. So yeah. I was going to say something else. So yeah, we busted the tournament. So we made the money. There was like, I think we ended up getting like 25th. Place 27, made the money, and I guess we're just gonna fold. We raised, we had like 15 or a little bit less than 20, or less than 20 for sure, big blinds, and raised king 8 suited from late position. The three players after us were pretty short. The two in the blinds were definitely shorter. They had, I think we had like 16,000, and they both had like around 10. So we went on with king 8 suited. We were called by the small blind who had 10 jack and ended up getting there with a 10 on the flop. So we lost that hand and we're down to 6,000 by the time the blinds came around. We had like less than 4 big blinds, and we're in the big blind and called it off with queen 9 suited versus a late position raise. And I think he ended up having like ace 2, and we didn't get there. So we busted on that hand. And yeah, and then we were in, I think I had started the zone, or I had kept this one going. So we're in for 50 for all three of these, but I had kept this one going, I think. I had started this towards the end of that tournament, or at the very end of that tournament, and then just added these two regular speed right before I started recording. So yeah. We will see how this goes. I always feel bad when I'm playing zone and then regular speed, because I feel like with the regular speed I should be paying attention, or at least as much as I can, and I always get distracted with the zone because it's so much faster. So I always feel like I'm not giving enough effort into these games where I shouldn't be playing them. I should just be playing zone, where it's like impossible to put effort into noticing what others are doing, or specifically what each person is doing. But yeah, I guess we can try this really. And I might switch. Well, this is just going to be a short 20-minute video, so I might switch back to just doing 2 zone tables. As well, that's what we're most comfortable with. But I guess we can wait a little while. We do look like we do have a big stack on our right at this table. I'm going to start by calling in position with ace king. And he just leads pot on the flop. I guess we're just folding now. I don't like that, but I guess we're just folding. I mean, I guess we could have 4-bet gone with it, and that's something I think we would be doing more often when we're out of position, but being in position, I think it's okay to play post flop. Just kind of sucks when he pots it on that flop. Just gonna be folding. So we just topped off for I think like $12, $13. Not that it matters, but if you're trying to keep track. Maybe what I can do, since this is gonna be a short, after this video I'm just gonna end my session unless something crazy happens, so I guess we can try. Oh, then we're not gonna be able to pay attention. I think we're gonna try. Well, we've been getting 3-bet a decent amount so far. I guess just flatting with jacks up here. Not the best of flops. Just gonna check back. I was gonna bet over here, but I think checking would be fine. I don't really think we get anything that is beating us to fold by betting this river. Yeah, I don't think that's folding. He does check back up here. King's another bad card for us, though. We do pick up a gut shot. But yeah, I think we're just done with this hand. I don't really see the point in calling. I've been debating a lot this video whether these are just too slow for me for some reason. I feel like we'll have to do, maybe I think I'm gonna drop these two and play. Well, this one might be fun because it's kind of short-handed now, so we can leave that. But I might do sit out next big blind on this one, and then just play 2 zone, which we're familiar with, comfortable with. And then we'll just keep this one for a little while, and then maybe we can start like doing videos where we just do like maybe 4 tabling of the regular speed games. I'm just folding there, folding there. And we pop a full house in a sadly limped pot. I guess we'll start with a check. Pray he has a king, which doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe it is the case. Let's play around with him a little bit. And he does fold. I think that was probably just like a random click min raise. We've been seeing a lot of min raise clicks, and we should take note. I mentioned before that min raise. Well, I guess it's not really that big of a sample size where we can say min raises are weak, but we have not really seen any hands where someone has min raised us where it's been from super strength or a lot of strength. I'm going trying to raise this one, it looks like, I think. With our open-ended straight draw, kind of a semi-bluff. I think we can get hands to fold. We will be continuing on basically every turn. He does call. We do river a4, and now what do we do? Do we continue bluffing? I don't think we have the best hand, but I don't know if, like, maybe he folds. I think we're just checking. I think betting here would be best, though. And I bet he might still be calling with eights. So it looks like we're done on this table. I mean, is there any reason we should stick around? We do have position on a pretty big stack, but I'm not going to be able to pay attention to reads and stuff, and I feel like I'm cheating myself when that's the case. Alright, so we have 2 zone tables now and 1 regular speed. I think I will try raising. I'm just going to raise 3x over this limp. These games are just so slow. I will be c-betting. Like, what are you thinking about? Come on. Just gonna fold the a7. Could have played it, but it's kind of marginal, I guess. Just gonna check the 10-2 up here. Try small raise maybe, trying to ISO this new short stack player up here. Assuming that he's going to be passive and be giving up a lot on flops, which doesn't appear to be the case. He's probably going to raise here. Yep, called it. Just going to fold at this point. I will try a 3-bet here with the ace-jack from the small blind. Don't really like the idea of just flatting. I think our hand's fine to raise. This is kind of a... I think it's fine. I know I've mentioned before, like, ace-jack is kind of on the line where without reads on certain opponents, it's like you're... like, it's in between the raising for value, raising for, like, getting better hands to fold. But I think it's fine to be 3-betting, for sure. So he leads... small on the flop, pretty big on the turn. I think I'm just folding now. I mean, given that he potted it, if he had bet like something like half pot or anything like that, I probably would be calling. But we do just have a naked flush draw and a bad flush draw, I thought. Try like a small 3-bet over this under the gun min raise. If this was us, he probably has like a small pocket pair or like a king X or weak ace type hand. This is the normal speed. Limp from under the gun. I guess we'll just try to ISO. Kind of take the betting advantage. I think we're just checking. We did 3-bet, didn't we? Well, whatever the case is, it is 4-handed. Although it is a pretty dry flop, I guess we could have taken a stab on the flop. As we do on this bottom right table. I don't remember playing any hands down here yet. Oh no, we did play a couple. The diamond does come. I guess we're just folding, given that there's still 2 players to act behind us. It's not the best of rivers. I think we're gonna have to try to bluff on this right table. This is a really small bet though. Maybe something like 650. That's still pretty small, but I think we get folded a decent amount of the time. But we are basically just playing 10 high. I don't like our chances at showdown, so hopefully he can fold like random ace highs, queen highs, king 10 highs. I mean ace highs. And king highs, or no, queen highs and ace highs that are beating us. So we 3x the pocket sixes on this table. We do get 3-bet. What time is it? Feels like there's been a lot of 3-bets so far. Looks like we need to tighten up. Just gonna check this king 2. Flop 2 pair, but it is a limped pot with a short stack. Just gonna min raise the pocket sixes. I'm gonna lead for $1 on the stop table. Going to 3-bet this ace king on that table. So what are we getting value from? All the draws missed. He is on the button. I guess we could... I mean, is he more likely to have a draw? A missed draw? Or like a pair he's calling? I think I'm going to bet for value here. It is between betting, hoping like a random king, maybe a 10 is calling if he's stubborn. He has a short stack. But checking would be fine, giving him a chance to bluff if he had a misdraw, but then again, we don't know if he is the type of player that would bluff a misdraw. So I think the safer line after he calls our flop and turn, or I don't know necessarily safer, but I think it could go either way. Like we could be checking, trying to let him bluff, or bet as we did, trying to get a call from some sort of marginal hand that called on the flop and turn. So I'm going to start with a c-bet. This is a zone hand, right? Yeah, that is a zone table. I'm gonna bet again on this table over here. I think we could bet. I don't really want to check, but I think that he might be calling a lot. I didn't think our bet was going to work that often. So we checked, I guess. Alright, I think I'm going to just click sit on expert bond over here. We're almost to the 20-minute mark. I'm going to pot it. I'm perfectly fine getting in with this player. This is a pretty weak limp, a wimp from this player over here. And looks like we will start with a c-bet. This is on the smaller side, but I think it does the job given that he has a player behind him to act, and we're not folding at this point for sure. He does unfortunately have a 9. And we lose that. I'm just going to call with a queen jack. So this session has not gone very well for us, as you can tell. We do pick up a flush draw to go with our now second pair. I don't really like raising here now that the ace comes, although we do have a flush draw. Like the only hand we're really getting to fold that we want to fold is like king queen, though I think by raising. Like aces aren't folding from him. We don't want an 8 to fold. We don't want a 3 to fold. He bets. Is our queen jack ever any good? I think we're folding this hand actually. I guess we're putting on like aces, maybe ace queen or something where he's not afraid of the ace. Whoa. I meant to bet the flop on that hand, and I don't know why we're... Oh, because we timed out, obviously. I guess we will try raising here. We are pretty short, so I guess we are... That's fine. Okay. Are we sitting out over here yet? I think what I'm going to do is once this table's done, I'm going to bring these two tables together. I will add on to both of them to get them to 50 and then just play a couple more orbits and then call it a night. Which I think we have sit out next big blind. We are going to be the best blind next hand. So I'm just going to close this one now. I will bring this table down here. This one over. Add on, fold. Raise, I guess add on too. Alright, and then we'll play maybe on our next big blind, on the second big blind, we will click sit out next big blind for both of them. I guess we're just gonna fold 7-8. Just gonna fold now. So yeah, coming into this session, this last video, I mean, we were definitely up. And I think we were up like, no more than that, probably close to 50 on the series and up more than 2 buy-ins on the day. But I think we've lost over a buy-in in this last video. So it looks like we are cashing out now. We would be up, barely up on the series. So up like a buy-in on the day. I'm gonna try 3-betting these 3s here. Just gonna fold this ace-8 after the under the gun open and call. We do get called from the small blind and the big blind, and I'm assuming he won't be folding, whether he's raising or calling. Interesting flop in the 10 jack jack. I think I'm going to try c-betting something like 550. I think, given that they all have players behind them to act, and that he didn't raise, I don't think he's that strong. And I don't think these two can mess around much. Okay, I could completely be wrong, and now we are simply playing the board. I think we're just giving up. This is a spot where I guess we could bluff, but I think we're just giving up. Even now, are we just giving up? I think we're just giving up. I don't think we're going to be able to get up. Yeah, I think this has just been a rough little last session here. I could have led here, I guess, with the gut shot on the 2 overs. Alright, folding now after over pot size bets on the flop. Okay, so now I'm going to, now that we hit the second blind for the second time, hit the big blind for the second time. Did that come out right? I'm going to do just sit out next big blind for both of these tables. And after that, we will see where our balance is at. It looks like we're probably not even going to be up. It'll be close to even for the series, which is better than down. And then that will be all for today. I'm going to see about these pocket sevens on this left table. Try raising this ace-9. Betting again on this left table. We are called. I think the ace is actually a good card for us to be betting again as a bluff. So we will do that. And we're doing this as a bluff, not for value or anything like that. I mean, you could have had a misdraw or something, but looks like we're done over there. We'll be done over here soon too. Looks like we're down at both tables. All right, so we will quickly see what our balance is at. Looks like we're just above even. This might take a while to refresh, but I think we had at least 50. I think we had 55 on the table that didn't cash out. So it looks like we're up just a couple dollars on the series. And yeah, try to refresh this one more time. Nope. Okay. So we are back in the profit. I guess we are out of our little slump. And yeah, I'll be back soon with more, hopefully, and thank you for watching.